Meanwhile, there's China, and the story of China, the adversary, China, the enemy, is becoming clearer and clearer to more people. China is now denying an accusation from Ukraine's Zelensky, who claims Beijing is providing Russia with weapons in the conflict. China's foreign ministry says that's not true, calling the accusations groundless. Comes as Russia removes the Taliban from its list of banned terrorist groups. Ambassador, your reaction, what should we understand about the relationship between China and Russia during this conflict?
Well, first of all, it's very concerning, those reports, and I'm watching those issues very carefully to the extent that China is supporting Russia. We already know that the Chinese are buying a lot of the Russian oil and gas, and that is supporting their war efforts. It's how they're paying for this massive militarization that we're seeing the Russians do. But at the same time, we've had some reports that I'm sure you've read about, Chinese, looks like mercenaries on the battlefield. But we've also, this most recent report, that the Chinese are more involved than has been reported, I think is very concerning, and watching it very carefully. And we'll, obviously we'll get to the bottom of it. We'll read the intelligence reports coming out of Ukraine and off the battlefield. And, President Trump will not be very patient with the Chinese if they are participating in this war in Ukraine.
Do you feel like this soft war between the two largest nations is bubbling up here and getting worse?
Well, there's no doubt that the Chinese are our biggest strategic threat. At the same time, President Trump has been very clear that he wants peace. He wants a fairness in world trade and in how the globe operates. We need to get back to a real peace and prosperity agenda. But, if there are actors that don't want to play that same game, then, the United States will be strong. The United States will be able to address these issues. And I think the mission is very clear what we need to do. We need to strengthen our alliances, make sure that we are ready for not only the current threats, but future threats. And I think the United States of America is very well poised with our innovation and our economy to be unmatched in how we do this.